Fixing and getting rid of this annoying squeaky belt noise was the first of many things I had to fix a few days ago on my 2001 Dodge truck and trailer in my life of big trucks and low bucks. I also dropped off some parts, moved a truck, and introduced you to a few friends and their passions for trucks and four-wheel drives. Then went on my trip from Washington through Idaho to Montana to pick up this Ford truck. Then visited with some relatives before continuing on through Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, and finally Texas, where I delivered the Ford. Then into Oklahoma, where I picked up 10 AxleTech axles for Ben Spinney and headed back with the hope to be home by the weekend, going through Kansas, then Colorado. But in Colorado, something happened.
Just pulled over here. Just got rear-ended by a car that was probably going 85 or more. Rear-ended the trailer, jolted the whole truck and trailer. I saw it in my mirror. Lights came out of nowhere and the whole car slid sideways in the lane behind me, it looked like. Possibly clipped a car that was coming up next to it, speeding too. They didn't look like they rolled or anything, but looks like they slid sideways in the lane off to the side. Just this light got jolted out of the socket. You can tell there is where it smacked it. And I just got the corner of the trailer, it looks like.
The cars that were involved just seemed to have drove on, so there's nothing else I could do but keep on going myself.
Alright, so I'm sitting here pondering tomorrow's activities, and I'm realizing that when this side of Dynamic Motorsports wakes up in the morning, piss excellence. The other side of Dynamic Motorsports wakes up, well, just smells like piss. So, kind of thinking to myself, what's going to be the outcome of these races tomorrow? Because, you know, they say sometime the student always has to outgrow the mentor. But, yeah, this kid's short, so I doubt he's going to outgrow anybody. You know, yeah, he's pretty smart. You know, almost smart enough for them to let him take the helmet off during the day. But, really, that's probably not a safe bet for anybody around him. You know, he's got them big tires, 40-inch, super swamper motor something or another's. Got them lockers. Got that 3-link suspension. I'll say, you know, we got like twice the CCs or something like that in this motor. So, kind of sitting there pondering to myself, I don't stand much of a chance. Got half the CCs. 32-inch tires, no lockers, leaf springs, 2 different shocks. You know, for some reason, still ain't worried. Pretty sure I'm gonna school his little monkeyness tomorrow, and he's just gonna have to go home. Maybe let his mom drive next time. That way, maybe the thing will go fast. Kirk, put your big panties on tomorrow. Bring your lunch money, because I'm taking that. Oh, yeah. Make sure you bring your mom's phone number, too.
Well, up until last night, everything on this trip was going good. But now, there's a change in it all.
I Just retrieved the tire from down here in this gully that rolled off the trailer. Looks like it sheared off the wheel studs. So now I've got to try to find a place that sells trailer hubs here in the Denver, Aurora, Colorado area. It's not looking good for making it back to Spokane by morning. Now trying to lift this corner by the back half of the frame wasn't a good idea with the weight, with nothing here to support it. It just broke the welds on the frame.
Alright, Will. See that there? That's the back of the 4Runner. Get real used to that. See that? Back of the tow rig. Get used to seeing that one too. Get passive or towing our shit to the race. See here, handing out ass beatings and lollipops. Right, for out the lollipop.
So in trying to jack up the trailer from there, it twisted it enough to bust the welds. So I had to jack this up, chain it best I could to keep it from stressing the welds that are still holding. Just enough to get by, and also to lift this up to put a piece of wood I found on the side of the road between the axle and the frame to keep the tire from rubbing on the fender because all the weight's on it. I don't trust this to go very far, but at least to get it off the street and maybe to a repair place or a welding shop, because this is not safe to go anywhere. Trying to limp this to the nearest address that I looked up for a shop, which phone is disconnected, but it's my closest hope. Of course, there's road construction and all the roads are closed on the way there, so I'm having to take detours in the opposite direction. I was able to limp the trailer to a area off the road to where I could park and make some phone calls. Again, friends have been very, very generous and trying to do what they can to lend a hand and look up information for me and get phone numbers of various places around here, call people that they know in the area and see if they can help. I found a location to get the new hub. I'm going to upgrade to a 9/16 diameter wheel stud. This only had 1/2 inch. I'm going to try to make my way there slowly. Main thing is to try to be as safe as possible and not endanger anyone else in the process.
I gotta find somebody that can weld Alan's trailer down in Denver somehow. We'll find somebody on here.
I don't mind helping folks out that need it when they're out of town, because I'd hope that somebody would help me out. And I wasn't real busy, so I thought I'd lend a hand.
You know, there's really a lot of awesome people.
And they're all a bunch of good guys.
Oh, they're gracious people.
Friendly. Helpful. Very helpful. If you break something, always willing to lend a hand, lend parts.
Awesome people. Awesome people. You know, I honestly, anybody will pitch in and drop their own stuff to help somebody else out. It's awesome. It's family.
Most of the people will help you out if you need help. You can shirt off their back, and everybody is kind of like a great big family when it comes to the community.
love about the four-wheeling community is it's literally a family. I'm very much a family guy, and all the people in it, even people that I don't know, just instantly become family because they're just that kind of person. And they have that kind of mentality that I just love.
Listen, you can be out there on the trails, broke down, or in need of just water or food, and somebody comes up in front of you or behind you, they're going to lend a helping hand, just like a close family. Great group of people.
We all want to help each other out, so that's just the way it is.
They look out for each other. Notice they're always trying to help each other out when they can. They're pretty good people to have around in life.
I made it here to the commercial area of Denver. Picked up 2 brand new wheel hub assemblies with drums with 9/16 diameter wheel studs instead of 1/2 inch. Got the new wheel bearings packed. Hub assembly on, washer on. Luckily before I had left, I had purchased extra bearings also. Got a used set of bearings and also the lock washers for this style spindle, which are coming in handy now. Iron rim back on it. Gonna check the lug nuts. Find some place that can weld. 2 chains wrapped completely around the trailer. 2 holding it up just from being hooked to the side, pulling up, and then the strap. Just gonna have to take it easy and limp it over. There's a trailer repair shop that I was referred to. They're in the area, so I've just got to take it easy and slow and get over there and see if we can get this welded up.
You know, here we talk a lot of trash to each other. We constantly give each other a hard time, but in the long run, we really are a team. We look out for each other. We have each other's backs, and this weekend we're going to go to Harrington, and we're going to tear it up, and we're going to have a great time as a team.
It's just a friendly shop rivalry that talk shit on Friday, and then whoever comes home on Monday with a win has bragging rights in the shop for the week.
Trophies all go on the same shelf, though.
Yep. I'm just not gifted in the height department. That's about it. At least I'm smarter than you are to get my mom's phone number.
Yeah, you're sitting there thinking like I still had to ask you for it.
I'm here at TrailerMade in Denver, Colorado, just before closing time. Through Facebook friend Joshua Scott, he put me in touch with his friend Josh Pat, who is buddies with the owner here, and got me right in right away. I'm thankful to all the other friends who tried helping point me in the right direction, but this is probably the best case scenario right here out of the worst case scenario. These guys jumped right in to help me, even staying after hours a bit to get it done, so that I'm not stranded here in Denver all weekend long.
Denver now, headed north. Just hung out with the guys there at TrailerMade after they fixed up the trailer. Thank you, Joshua Scott. Thank you, Josh Pat, for the reference there. Thank you all the guys that worked there for getting that in and getting it welded up. Really appreciate it. Saved me a lot of money. I'm hoping that the rest of this trip goes without any more hiccups like that. So again, a big shout out to TrailerMade, Denver, Colorado.
Well, around here, I like the camaraderie, the way people come together and we help each other out. Yeah, everybody just When you're up at the starting line to race, it's mano a mano. When you're back in the pits, you're actually helping the same guy you just beat, or that just beat you, get your rig fixed so you can go out there for another round.
I've never seen anything like it in my life in any other aspect of life. The only thing that I've ever seen come close to it is backcountry skiing or something like that, where you're dependent on someone for their life. But it's half the people out here will give you the shirt off their back.
I think it's phenomenal. It's the best of everything in humanity. I mean, all these guys love to help each other. Doesn't matter what time of day it is.
You know, we've had little issues, and it's like, bam, you're asking, you need help. Everybody's willing to help.
For the most part, to me, it seems like everybody's willing to lend a helping hand.
And we all band together and help each other out. We get to all go out there and have fun.
Super nice. Everybody's always trying to help you out or help each other. They'll loan you stuff. They'll come work on it with you. They'll pull you out. They're just a lot of fun to hang out with and meet a lot of new friends.
Always willing to help and give a hand. Have nothing but, utmost respect for the guys and then respect it back from them.
We all respect each other.
Great people, caring, willing to help you out.
Because you get good people together, everybody lays in a hand, everybody helps out. You do your part and you'll get it back. It's a big family. It's like a loose brotherhood where, somebody needs a hand doing something, that somebody always jumps in. Someone's got a tire they need to swap out, dropping a tranny, everybody jumps in and helps. And that's one thing I really like about the off-road motorsports world, is that people are always willing to help out.
Once you get used to being in a brotherhood, it just kind of follows into the mud boggers and the other mechanics and whatnot. And again, like I said, everybody helps everybody, so that's what brings us together.
The camaraderie, everybody coming together when somebody gets in trouble or stuck or needs help. The whole community usually comes together pretty good.
All in all, very good people. A lot of camaraderie, a lot of friendships made over building different vehicles for folks, and a real community of folks. You can call anybody that I know and they'll come and help. That type of people. I mean, it's just if there's an issue, somebody will show up and get you out of your problem that you're in. Folks will break down. I'll get a call at 8 o'clock at night. Do you have an axle shaft for this or whatever? Yep, it'll be sitting by the door of the shop. Come and get it. And then you hear the next day or two that they got the vehicle out of the woods.
I'm stopped here near Longmont, Colorado, just checking on everything. And if I had to guess, this trailer tire will probably be my only problem from here on out. It's easy for us as human beings to complain and feel annoyance at the breakdowns and bad things that happen to us. We say we wish they didn't happen, yet sometimes we don't realize what worse things we could have been saved from in the process of them happening. The factory trailer welds on the trailer with age and use were weak, coupled with the fact that I have a load to the max rated capacity of this trailer, plus the circumstance of being hit by a car that provided a heavy shock to the trailer. Had these wheel studs not sheared off, which by the way were all in good shape some miles before when I last checked, there's a chance I'd have kept driving on, and not knowing of the welds on the verge of failure. A few miles north of Denver, just back there a little bit, I hit some dips in the road at full speed, which jolted and bounced me hard. I can only imagine if I'd have driven on earlier, had the trailer frame split apart at freeway speed and heavy traffic, what could have happened then? Sometimes, unexplained, seemingly bad things happen that may actually be what avert a worse disaster. But instead, I'm safe, and no one else was hurt as a result of my problems. For that, I'm as thankful as having generous people whom I know and didn't know willing to help out. From here, I'll continue on north, giving an unseen wave to the west to Frankie and northeast to Aaron, also known as Buckwheat, who both are friends driving truck in the area also. But from here, my goal is to just get home.
I see y'all talking about your Silverados and Toyotas and so on and so forth, running these mud bogs tomorrow out there in Harringay. Well, I'll just let you know one thing. I'll be there to watch. Make sure you guys keep it legit. By the way, I seen your mom this morning when I let her out the front door.
Well, I didn't make it home in time to attend the Harrington mud races, but at least everything is going well so far on the drive.
Scored some free food at the gas station. One of the perks of being at the right place at the right time, if you don't mind some expired food. Pretty sure it's the one that I was talking about. Pulling over now. That's some sparks.
While I go ahead and start pulling this tire off to change it, let's see what I missed today at the Harrington Mud Fest. Looks like several friends of mine were there racing each other, and looks like it was a good time.
You know, the old man talked a little trash, the young man talked a little trash, but in the end, that's all the young guy had was trash to talk, because the old man pulled it through.
Got my ass handed to me a wee bit. Old man still got a little bit of speed, unfortunately.
I sure did win that race. Took home some gold that was a little bit better than his. I think all I got was some silver.
I think you got second.
I did get second. What'd you get?
Third.
Oh.
I'm really hoping this is the last problem I have. Sure enough, it was the tire I thought would blow. So I'm changing it out real quick for my second spare, so I can keep on heading home. Now that annoying squeal is back,